Welcome to the Lockdown Economy, a social nonprofit initiative by think tank AlterContacts to help small businesses and self-employed professionals overcome the challenges of the pandemic and reactivate the economy. Good day, everyone, wherever you are. Good morning from Barcelona and good morning from Lebanon. My name is Maisa Sarkis, and I interview businesses from around the world. This time it will be in Lebanon. My guest today, her name is Samantha Fadlallah. She's the partner and creative director of LIPS, Lips Management in Beirut. And because of COVID, she decided to take an initiative, go on a venture on her own, and start a business called BOCA. She's the sole founder of a new initiative that is about sustainability, how to create designs from things we take for granted. Hello, Samantha. How are you?
Hi, Maisa. I'm very good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm great, and I'm super happy to introduce and talk about the business and what does BOCA do and how we can reach everyone. From today, I hope it would be very insightful. So let's go directly to BOCA. What do you do as a business and how long have it been running?
Okay, first, I would like to thank AlterContacts and LockdownEconomy. I love the initiative that you are doing in highlighting businesses that have started during the lockdowns and people who are coming up every day with new ideas, trying to make use of the time that they have at home. So I'm very glad to be among those that you are highlighting through your initiative. So today I would like to talk about BOCA, which is my new business that I started 6 months ago during the lockdown. Unfortunately, our business in events management was among the biggest sectors that got affected by the pandemic. So having so much time at home and being being someone who enjoys wine as well, I saw bottles that are being discarded and being thrown out and as garbage. So I wanted to make use of these bottles, and I came up with the idea of why not converting these bottles and upcycling them and turning them into pieces of art that people can display around their homes, in their offices, in their bars. And this is where the idea came out, to have something that is unique, that can stand out and can be customized according or tailored according to a person's interests or likes.
What captures my interest are the bottles in your background. So I was checking the Instagram and I was not able to pick a favorite. I've seen your first collection and we're gonna talk about it. And for everyone who's interested, these are the bottles in the background and there are many other designs that you can check on Instagram. So the business BOCA, where is it based? Is it online, in a physical shop? And where is it located? Where can we find you in Lebanon?
Okay, so I am based in Beirut in Lebanon, but I do ship worldwide. I work here at home. This is where I come up with the ideas, where I execute them, where I do everything that is handmade, from hand painting the bottles to the packaging, which is also handmade packaging made out of jute bags. And even the paper tags that we use are recycled paper. So as you see, all the idea is a sustainable idea and upcycling bottles, as we mentioned. BOCA is, I sell online on Instagram. I don't have a website. And basically, I use the digital platform in order to communicate to clients and to the world. And this is where I launch my collections and my ideas, and where I get in contact with the people and the customers.
Well, for me, this sounds that it needs precision and also an atmosphere to be creative. Do you have people who help you in your creations? Do you have any employees?
No, it is just myself. I'm self-employed, and at the end of the day, just like I said, that the bottles are hand-painted bottles. I have one just like the four behind me.
Mm-hmm.
I have one here next to me as well. This is a picture of Michael Jordan and a famous quote of his, just for you to see it. So basically, because they are handmade, hand-painted bottles, I am the one who does all the execution.
And when we were talking, you told me that you have a signature or a brand identity, which is a two-line red line pattern. I think they are from the flag of our Lebanese flag. Or can you tell me a little bit? It's curious to know
Yeah.
why the red and two lines.
Of course. First of all, every brand should have a certain identity. And being a graphic designer myself, this is what I usually work on throughout. This is my career and this is what I love to do. So I wanted my brand to have a strong identity and to be widely recognized wherever you place the bottles. And so my signature, I do not sign the bottles. This is my signature, the double stripe, and it is not related to the Lebanese flag. It depends on the picture and the painting that I'm painting. So we have blue stripes, red stripes, beige stripes, and so it basically depends on the type of bottle that I am painting on and the artwork that I'm designing.
Well, that's very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, now we can see that whenever you see the double stripe, this is a BOCA bottle. This is my signature.
And talking about if someone would like to recognize it, here we talk about the customers, those who are interested in your designs. Who are they, and how they reach out to you? And normally, how many clients do you have? How many orders do you take?
Okay, so of course, clients have been building up over the 6 months. Before I began, I was not sure that how the people or the clients would actually react to the idea. And so basically I took my time before launching my first collection. I took a period of 1 month that I sat and created and designed and made sure that the brand itself would actually stand out and that there would be no competition to what I am doing. And I started designing my first collection, which was La Femme, and painting the bottles. And when I launched them, luckily, the reaction of the people was much more than expected. And clients started coming in, and one after the other. It was just basically a word of mouth, people sharing the idea, people loving the idea. And orders started to come in. And every month and a half, basically, I was launching a new set. I launched the Famous Faces was the second one, and then Beirut was the third. For my country. And now I'm basically fully booked for the upcoming 2 months, designing sets and bottles for clients. So basically I have a certain waiting period for the bottles to be executed, because as we said, this is hand painted, and we don't, or I don't paint the bottle more than once. So it's basically a unique bottle.
So your motto is help me upcycle and let BOCA cycle to keep creating beautiful stories. And this is from what we have been hearing, that you have already stories to tell. And like similar to any other business, we have the lockdown where it took part of our life and became a reality to deal with. So if we want to take a step back, a new business that's still building the foundation and structure, can I know how did the lockdown affected your business, especially to many who is watching us? Lebanon is passing to the third lockdown. Lebanon started a first lockdown in March 2020, another one in November, and now there's another lockdown. So, and this is where the business was taking place. So can you tell us how did the lockdown affect your business and what key challenges did you have?
Okay, so luckily my business was not affected by the lockdown, but in fact, the lockdown helped me know what business to actually target before coming up with the idea of BOCA design. So I wanted basically being home and being someone who just wants to be productive constantly and someone who loves to come up with new ideas. I wanted something that would work from home just by being home, being safe, and generate income, but at minimal cost. And this is where the idea basically came from. What's good about the bottles is that they are discarded bottles, so I don't need to import anything from outside. I'm using what we have, what people throw out. I'm recreating them and designing them as art pieces. So it affected me positively, and it gave me time to go back to a hobby of mine that I used to love doing, but I lost touch with it due to the daily life and daily business that each of us was going through back in normal life. Yeah.
Well, similar to any entrepreneur, I believe that the environment was helpful because you had a mindset and that you're gonna make it whatever happened. And this, I think, pushed you to pursue a passion. You already had it in you. And thanks to COVID, somehow we have now BOCA, who is being ordered and delivered to the world. Everyone who loves wine or other type of drink would be able to enjoy it in a beautiful design. So as any business, you have definitely business plans and ideas to stimulate it and attract new customers and reach a wider segment. Can you tell me, how did you try to do that, and what worked and what didn't work?
Of course, any business needs to keep coming up with new ideas and new things that would attract new customers and keep the already customer database that you already have, keep them always up to date with what you are doing, interested in what you are doing. So with BOCA, I constantly kept the collections coming out. The clients kept seeing that there are always orders coming in, new designs coming in, even through customized bottles. And lately, I started my home sets that I'm designing for homes or for offices as well, just as a set like the one that we have in the background. And this is something new, and I aim to keep coming up with new ideas that would bring in more customers and keep the recurrent customers coming in and ordering as well. Of course, one of my main aims later on is to start collaborations with big brands and worldwide brands, and even the local ones, to create some sort of partnership and collaboration with them to keep BOCA going on.
So these are, we can say, your plans for the coming period, what you have in store for BOCA. Are you planning to attend, I know travel is being restricted. Are you planning to attend any exhibitions in the future, or do you have anything where you can introduce BOCA to the community and to the people who are receiving it?
Of course, now one of the main challenges due to COVID and the lockdown is being unable to travel and to go. So I think the only thing right now to do is to start collaborations in order to start placing BOCA with brands and in certain stores or places. I think this is the main, because we're unable to be physically there, we will try to find ways in having BOCA through certain maybe I don't know, wine companies or beverage companies who want to design something on their bottles. I want to keep the identity of BOCA on bottles, because at the end of the day, this is what BOCA means. BOCA means bottle in Croatian, and it also means c'est beau, et c'est un beau cadeau. It's a beautiful gift. So basically, I want to keep this identity on bottles only. I don't want to shift the direction of the identity to go to something other than bottles. But this is why I think the next step would be collaborating and try to introduce our identity with other companies.
Well, I'm sure this is a path where you are able to stand out, and through the designs and your idea, the creations and the innovative prints on it with the quotes is that makes, in my eyes, it's what makes it different. And we were talking before recording that we're having a chat, and you told me that your customers started to build up because of word of mouth. So I'm sure customers come back when they feel they are heard and they have received something they appreciate, and they start recommending it to others. So now during the lockdown, can you tell me how your customers are doing, and if you have any competition, where do you stand?
There is no competition to this idea. What we all know and see is already the painted plates or cups or everything that can be washable. Whereas my bottles are just decorative pieces. They are empty bottles, which I said and said again, these are bottles that are discarded, and we turn them into pieces of art. So yes, as you said and you mentioned, the customers are coming back because they are receiving something that is up to their expectation and in the best quality possible. And people are enjoying it because they are gifting each other, if not collecting their own and designing their homes with the BOCA bottles. So once they're getting 1 or 2 bottles, they want to complete the set. And this is how it is. So this is how the platform is growing, and more people are knowing about BOCA.
Well, this is definitely an initiative that would capture a lot of interest, especially those who would like to be giving back to small businesses, or as well believing that a sustainable environment is our way to move forward. And you are, as you mentioned, for other people who believe it's a garbage, it's a beauty, and you're creating this beauty and putting it out there for everyone to see as a true example. We've talked about your plans, about your future collaborations that you have in store. So now for BOCA to move forward or to take it to a next level, can you tell me what are the things that you need help with? Usually our guests would have 3 to 4 or as much as they want. So can you tell us what are the 3 things that BOCA needs help with?
I think maybe more worldwide recognition about the brand. What limits me a bit for the time being is that I am the only person. I don't have any employees. It is not something that can be massively produced so that you need already employees to help you. Maybe more recognition and just collaborations in order to uplift the brand and make it recognized everywhere. So basically, this is the main thing that I want to, or where I want BOCA to go.
Well, thank you so much and I'm sure that in the coming period, you'll be able to reach out to the right platform so that BOCA has a place there and be able to take it to another level, upcycling bottles into pieces of art, as you say it. So
yeah.
we'll have.
I wanted to say, sorry, I'm interrupting, but I wanted to say as well as to recognize it as being as upcycling and as being a platform that is turning these bottles into pieces of art. So highlighting it this way, because I'm having many customers or many people that I do not know that actually recycle and actually throw out these bottles, but are looking for places where they can make use of them or just benefit the environment. And so they're reaching out, and this is how as well. This is how people are also communicating, and it brings me much joy that they're actually taking it into consideration.
Well, this is a good indicator, because when someone believes in a brand and believe in its cause, they contribute and they take part of creating and co-creating they feel that they are taking part in co-creating the designs in the way they can. So with that, I'm sure that everyone who's interested to know more about BOCA would go to your page, and I'll have all the details listed in the video below, in Instagram and the Facebook link. Thank you so much, Samantha, for this wonderful interview and a discussion. Actually, it's a beautiful discussion to know about recycling and art, how they are combined together. I would like to thank everyone who's already subscribed to our channel, and after watching this video will subscribe and like our video in order to bring more interesting ideas and businesses similar to BOCA. Thank you, and stay tuned for many different interviews, businesses from all around the world that are very, very, I can promise you they would be very, very interesting. So for now, goodbye.
Bye. Thank you, Maisa.